Hello everyone, you're very welcome to Backstage Theatre. We're very conscious that people might be missing the local connection that they usually feel so strongly on Paddy's Day. The trip to the parade, meeting friends, socialising, maybe catching a trad session in your local. I'm delighted that we've been able to maybe bring something into your homes to make up for that, something that will give you pleasure on the day. And we're delighted to have some brilliant musicians that I've had the pleasure of hearing in the Tally-Ho Longford on many occasions, and I'm delighted to have them performing in Backstage today for you, and I hope you enjoy it.
St. Patrick's Day, earliest memories was, I think those of you to be old enough to remember, the pubs actually used to be closed on St. Patrick's Day, and I have fond memories of there used to be a ceol in the Longford Arms on St. Patrick's Day. Sister Angela's used to have about 3 bands playing down there in the Longford Arms, and I was only very young at the time. I think that's probably what got my appetite for the Irish music way back then, and it's great to see so many years later to see it still strong. And I'm really looking forward to listening to these fantastic musicians putting a good show for you all, and I hope you all enjoy. And just before I go, I'd like to say, unfortunately there are so many players that we'd love to have had here today, but because of the circumstances, I'd like to wish them all well, and looking forward to seeing you all coming back. I'm sure Dan and Angelena have some fond memories of Patrick's Day you'd like to share.
Hey, how are you doing? We'd like to thank the organisers for asking us to do this, and probably the earliest memory I have is about probably 4 or 5 in Newcastle West in County Limerick, of the pipe bands and the sessions in the pub after kind of paved my way for music. It kind of hit a note with me. I'm sure it was the same for Angelena, but over in Manchester with all the great players over there at the time. I'm sure Noel Carberry there would have a few funny stories about Paddy's Day.
I have, but I can't tell them. I know it's great. It's great to be out and playing a few tunes anyway, and hoping that we can, this time next year, that we can see the real thing again in Tally-Ho and your favourite local pub anyway. Traditional musicians, they're rare to go, so as soon as we can all get our vaccinations in, we'll be out and about, please God. So thanks a million, everybody.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Backstage Theatre here in Longford, and we're doing a small little concert to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and we have Noel Carberry here on the pipes and myself, and we have a few more musicians. Angelena Carberry and Dan Broder is coming in later, and so there'll be a bit of music and song and a bit of banter, and that's all from me. I'm going to hand you over to Noel here now, who's going to say something.
Right, okay, so we'll start off with a couple of jigs. The first tune is called The Humours of Ballyloughlin. It's a great old favourite of all the old pipers and that. And the second tune is a slip jig called On Fish Fluch. Now, that's a meaning in itself. But anyway, it's different names of the tune. But O'Farrell's Welcome to Limerick is another name for it. But there's great sport about this tune anyway. So we'll give it a go anyway. Hopefully, we'll chat to you later. do that, boy, huh?
Sure we got. I threw it at here. See that we haven't played for a year.
Aye, yeah. Imagine a year locked up and that was it.
Yeah.
My wife was delighted. Couldn't go anywhere.
So we'll have a slug of that bottle of whiskey there. We'll play another one.
We will,
Yeah.
surely, yeah. It's not right to drink out with the bottle, it is.
We can't share it. I invite here.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
So
You never
I
go
just
to
leave it down there.
But that's it. What's your first memory of St. Patrick's Day?
My first memory?
Yeah, mate.
It's that long ago, I can't remember.
Did you always have a tune at home, like, or?
Oh my God, yeah. Well, I suppose back when I was a Gosson, you had to go to Mass, was the first thing anyway.
Oh, yeah.
St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
and
Or the sham.
there might be a few tunes, and my father might have the accordion out, and there might be a few tunes in some of the pubs in Clune or something, you know. And that would be it. It was a low-key enough thing back them times, you know.
That's absolutely, yeah.
As the years went on, it got bigger and bigger, you know, and the celebrations got bigger, and parades and travelling abroad and all sorts of stuff, you know.
Aye.
Sure.
The travelling abroad is the...
That was great crack. You know. We play a set of reels, yeah.
We play a few reels, surely, yeah, and I suppose my memory, anyway, of travelling abroad, as you say, for St. Patrick's Day, it was always a great time to get out of the country, you know.
Oh, like the politicians.
Yeah, we're just like politicians, only we're on more money than them, like, you know, but I think it was great, though, you know, you'd meet up musicians in the bar in Dublin Airport there. It was a 24-hour bar. We used to always make sure we were there the night before you know.
Yeah.
You'd have courage to
Get
fly
warmed
then,
up,
you know, yeah. But, yeah, do you remember we went to Beirut a few times there?
Oh, my God, we did, is right.
And Martin O'Murray.
Poor Martin.
God
God
rest him,
rest him, yeah.
Oh, he was the life and soul, and
Absolutely, and a great organiser, and
absolutely, yeah.
kept us all in line, and
Not that he had to or anything like that, but
no, we had good times now.
just the worry, yeah.
Very good times.
Breakfast every morning at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that it might be before you go to bed.
Before
now.
we went to bed, that was it. But that was great. Jesus, we were like Duracell bunnies on the way out,
Yeah,
but on the way back, Jesus, we were like
flat.
flat is right. But sure, so it was the height of the welcome when we came home. Then, you know.
Oh yeah,
The
indeed.
dog is always happy to see you. You know?
Yeah.
So we play these couple of reels, and yeah, as I said, we always think of Martin with the few tunes anyway. You know.
Yeah, he loved them.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved them.
But, yeah, sure, we'll have a go at the tune, The Woman of the House.
Woman of the House,
That was important anyway,
Very
The Woman of the
important,
House. And the next one then is the Dublin Reel. You know that reel, the Dublin Reel anyway.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
another tune, one of my favourites, I suppose. It's the name Dublin Porter. As I said, you know, one of my favourites.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we'll give them a go anyway.
Right. Sound. Well.
Just my hands nearly fell off during that.
Yeah, you're not used to playing that.
Not used to playing, no. So we'll, we'll have to receive therapy and everything after being locked up for so long, you know.
Yeah.
So
Maybe Shane might give us a bit of counselling. Shane Kennedy over here in the corner. He's
that'd
very
be
good
great,
at
wouldn't it?
He's a great counsellor, you know.
Is that right?
Oh, he's great, especially around 4 o'clock in the morning.
Is that right? Yeah, it's always the best time anyway. Yeah. But no, just thinking back as well, the tiredness used to be a fierce thing, like, you know, and when you'd be travelling too, wouldn't it?
Would, yeah. Generally didn't hit me till I get home.
Oh yeah, well, I suppose, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I remember falling asleep in a jeep one time, and they were in Beirut. We were travelling down South Lebanon.
Oh yeah, that was the day that you looked like John F. Kennedy after he was shot.
Just as you took a photograph, it was like plastered across the front of the dash. Like. Just wasn't. The driving was something fierce, though, wasn't it, out there?
Oh, outrageous. Yeah.
So you'd want to have a quick whiskey before you go on the road at all. Sure.
Yeah, you'd want to be mad to be on the road at all. That's what you want.
Yeah. But, have a Kieran and Kieran, Martin's brother, Kieran, don't worry.
Kieran kept the life and soul of
I
the
hear
thing
the
going.
whole thing going.
For sure,
like,
yeah.
Especially outside the kebab shop or whatever, and
Yeah.
downtown Beirut.
Doing his impersonations and all that. So, you're going to do the King of the Pipers, are you?
I'm going to do him in. I'm going to take over. Yeah. It's King of the Pipers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You were saying there you were going to do it.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said we were going to do in the King of the Pipers and take over. That was it. But, I know, it's a tough enough tune, but would you think we'd be able for it?
Yeah, sure. Look, we'll have a go at it and see what happens.
There's a tune after it, the Reel, the Glen Road to Carrick. I think it's the same tune.
Well, it sounded the same to
Yeah.
me when you were playing it there.
But that was a great favourite of Johnny Doherty's, the great
Yeah.
Donegal fiddle player, you know.
It's just a real version of the jig.
Somebody said, yeah, the jig was invented when, you know, it was really a march, you know, speed it up a bit, you know.
Right.
So they must play the march on the way into the battle.
Yeah.
And then when they were getting bet, like, the jig was the way out, coming home.
The start, the scarper, was
Oh,
it?
the start of the scarper, right. So that's it anyway, yeah, sure. So this tune, yeah, the jig, the King of the Pipers and the Glen Road to Carrick, the Reel after them.
Just check the tune on this yoke here now.
I don't bother, it's all right.
Okay.
Main tune. Come on, Sean. We're glad you wait.
Come on, Noel. Great stuff.
Aye.
You better say something, I suppose.
Oh, sure, yeah. So we'll try that, the tune, the May Morning Dew, so we'll try it on the low whistle, yeah?
Oh, it's lovely. I love that, Noel.
So
And
can't
you,
wait.
and you do a first-class job of it.
Oh, thanks, Sean. I'll give you that 20 I owe you. For saying that. Thanks very much. We'll play this tune. It's called May Morning Dew, and can't wait to see the month of May, and hopefully a few vaccines in, and we'll get things going anyway. But it's a nice tune, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you're enjoying St. Patrick's Day. Okay.
That was lovely, Noel. Okay, we're going to do a little song this time. This is a song that was written in 1900, and it's based on the 1798 Rising, and it's about a little place called Ahado, which is down in Kerry, somewhere not that far from Killarney, I think. I'm not that familiar with it, but I believe it's a beautiful, tranquil place, and I picked up this song a couple of years ago, got it off Mcnulty, and I'm going to sing it for you now with a little bit of help from Noel here on the whistle. So here we go. There's a glen in Ahado, Ahado, Ahado. There's a deep and silent glen in Ahado, where we met, my love and I, love's fair planet in the sky. in that deep and silent glen, in a doe. There's a den in a doe, a doe, a doe. There's a deep and secret glen in a doe, where I hid him from the eyes of the redcoats and their spies. The year the trouble came to a doe. They dragged me to that glen in a doe, when the price was on his head in a doe. O'er the mountains, through the wood, as I stole to him food, but the bullets found his heart in a doe. Well, I walked from Mallow town to a doe, a doe. I took his head from the jail gate to a doe. There I covered him with fern and I piled on him the cairn. Like an Irish king he sleeps in a doe. There's a glen in a doe, a doe, a doe.
Oh, John, lovely song.
That's it. That's the end of our little set. There's a bit more coming up, so I'd like to thank you all for your help, and thanks to Shane. There's two Shanes, and Shane and Sean and Mona. Thanks very much, and I'll be back here in a few minutes with something else.
Great stuff, Noel. Well done. Thanks to everybody, and I hope you enjoyed our wee tunes, and hopefully we'll be seeing you in the flesh soon, and to get meet up with our other buddies in the tally hall. We have Donna and Noel Sweeney and Tom McElvog and Mick Lennon and Sean Owens and all the people that just couldn't make it today. So we're missing you all, and we'll see you soon. Thanks very much.
Hello and welcome. We're going to play a few tunes, and we'd like to thank the organisers for asking us to do a few tunes, and we hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day. Okay. We're going to start off with a couple of tunes. The first tune is we learned from the great playing of Joe Burke, and God rest his soul, he passed away there lately. And what a legacy he left to Irish traditional music. So we'd like to play the first tune in his memory. It's called the Aha More, and we'll follow up that with another reel called The Trip to Durrow. Okay. Okay, thanks for that. Sorry now about all the mistakes, but a bit nervous after all this lockdown and everything. I wanted to tell you a little story first about the lockdown. Lately there in Dublin, there was a young fellow walking around and he was kind of all depressed and everything. So he was passing a pet shop one day and he said he'd get a pet to keep him company. And so he went in and he was walking around the pet shop and he didn't see anything he liked, but he was walking out the door and he spotted this centipede inside in a box, and he was on the front was a talking centipede, like, you know. So the young fella was amazed at this thing, so he bought this centipede and he brought him home and left him settle down for a week. And after this day, after a week, he went in and he said to the centipede, "Hi, are you coming for a walk?" So the centipede didn't say anything, and so your man was thinking, did this thing talk at all? So he went out and he came back after an hour, like, and he said to the centipede, "Hi, are you coming for a walk?" And no answer. So he went outside for another half an hour and he was thinking, this thing, I'll have to take him back to the pet shop. It's not talking, like, you know. So he went in the third time anyway, and he said to the centipede, "Hi," he said, "come on, are you going for a walk?" And the centipede said, "Hi, I heard you the first time, I'm putting on my shoes." So with that, we're going to continue with a couple of hornpipes. The first one is an old hornpipe, it's called Dunphy's. And the second hornpipe is a version of the Cuckoo's Nest, which was played up around here in Longford a lot years ago, like, you know. So. Okay, we're going to continue this time with a couple of jigs. The first one we learned off, what's her name?
The Mcnulty Family from Kilteven in Roscommon.
Roscommon, yeah.
And their mother and her son and her daughter, they played in a band in America in the 1920s.
So a couple of jigs. Thanks very much. We're coming to our last set now, and the first tune is called The Rocky Road to Dublin, and the second tune is called Mcnulty's Reel. We'd like to thank the lads for asking us to do this today, and we hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day. Thanks very much. We'd like to welcome Noel Carberry back now to play a few tunes on the pipes with us to finish up. Thanks very much.
So, folks, thanks very much for tuning into our little concert here for St. Patrick's Day. We hope it brightened it up a bit for you. We're going to finish with a couple of tunes, a couple of reels, the Bucks of Ardmore and The Wind That Shakes the Barley. Thank you very much.